Meow Ferens. A tragic misfire in Chiapas, Mexico has left 6 migrants dead and 10 injured, shining a spotlight on the awful consequences of militarized border control. On October 2, 2024, at precisely 9 o'clock in the evening, Mexican soldiers opened fire on a pickup truck carrying 33 migrants near Huixtla, Chiapas, just 40 kilometers from Tapachula by the Guatemalan border. This catastrophic incident has sent shockwaves through the region and beyond, raising serious questions about military engagement in civilian contexts and the treatment of vulnerable migrant populations. The ill-fated group of migrants, hailing from Egypt, Nepal, Cuba, India and Pakistan, had embarked on their perilous journey towards the United States just one day earlier. Among those who tragically lost their lives were Selvia, an 18-year-old Egyptian national, and Naima, aged 42, also from Egypt. 2 unnamed females, including a young girl, were also reported among the deceased. The injured included Salas, aged 50, his 14-year-old son, also named Salas, and Aya, aged 30, all from Egypt. These individuals were fleeing economic hardship, political instability and violence in their home countries, only to find themselves caught in the crossfire of Mexico's militarized approach to border control. According to the Mexican Ministry of Defense, the soldiers involved mistook the sound of the approaching truck for gunfire, leading them to react with deadly force. In a statement, a spokesperson for Sedena said, "Our personnel believed they were under imminent threat and responded accordingly. We deeply regret the loss of innocent lives and are fully cooperating with the ongoing investigation." The 2 soldiers involved have been relieved of their duties pending further inquiry, and federal prosecutors are considering potential charges against them. But that's not all, folks. This formidable situation has put President Claudia Sheinbaum, Mexico's first female leader who took office in December 2023, in a rather sticky wicket. Her administration, which initially promised a more humane approach to immigration, now faces mounting criticism over the militarization of border control. In response to the incident, Sheinbaum's office released a statement saying, "We are committed to a thorough and transparent investigation. Our government stands firm in its dedication to protecting the rights and dignity of all individuals within our borders." Hold on to your whiskers, because there's more to this tale. Prominent migrant rights activist Irineo Mujica has vocalized his concerns, arguing that the military narrative may not fully capture the harrowing realities faced by migrants. Mujica, who has spent years advocating for safer passage through Mexico, stated, "This tragedy is a direct result of policies that prioritize militarization over human rights. Migrants are often forced to navigate through a landscape filled with threats and desperation, sometimes resorting to bribery just to ensure their safety. The implications of this incident stretch far beyond Mexico's borders, potentially straining U.S. Mexico relations and border policies. The United States has long pressured Mexico to curb migration, resulting in increasingly stringent measures. In fact, from January to July 2024, Mexican authorities detained a staggering 285,157 migrants in Chiapas alone, making it the second highest state for migrant detentions in the country. International reactions have been swift and condemning. The United Nations High Commissioner for Human Rights expressed deep concern, stating, "This incident underscores the urgent need for a re-evaluation of military roles in migrant control. Policies must prioritize human rights and the safety of vulnerable groups." Several countries have called for an independent investigation and potential sanctions against those responsible. Historically, the region of Chiapas has been a critical migration corridor, where migrants are often caught between the operations of organized crime and military interventions. This latest tragedy is part of a disturbing trend, with the U.S. Border Patrol recording 704 deaths in fiscal year 2023 and 560 so far in fiscal year 2024. These numbers represent a significant increase from previous years, highlighting the growing risks faced by those seeking a better life. This formidable situation affects us all. Perhaps you have thoughts on how to address this crisis. Leave a comment below and don't forget to subscribe for more breaking news. As we delve deeper into this complex issue, it's important to note that Mexico's current immigration policies heavily rely on the CBP-1 app, which allows asylum seekers to book appointments for entry into the US at border crossings. However, with only 1,450 daily slots available, wait times can stretch up to 9 months, leaving migrants vulnerable to violence and exploitation. The incident near Huixtla serves as a stark reminder of the dangers faced by those fleeing dire circumstances in their home countries. As investigators work to piece together the events of that fateful night, questions linger about the exact number of shots fired and the precise distance between the military patrol and the migrant truck when the shooting occurred. Looking ahead, this tragedy is likely to have far-reaching consequences for Mexico's immigration policies and its relationship with the United States. Experts warn that without significant reforms, similar incidents may continue to occur, further endangering the lives of those seeking refuge and opportunity. In conclusion, this heartbreaking event underscores the urgent need for a more compassionate and human rights-centered approach to migration. As the investigation unfolds and the world watches closely, one can only hope that meaningful changes will be implemented to prevent such tragedies in the future. The lives lost in Chiapas serve as a somber reminder of the human cost of failed immigration policies and militarized borders. We'll keep you informed as the story develops. I'm Ron De Parmesan reporting for Newscats. Me Yao.